Hey guys, I'm back, and I apologize. I know that there's been I guess, a lack of uploads. I usually do night raids every night, or do some type of upload. I know that during this weekend, I did only about 3 uploads of the war battles. But yeah, just I got a lot of things going on outside this game. Summer's almost over, and I do have children, and they're getting ready for school. So I'm spending the last days of summer with them. I do try to make some time to do some uploads. Unfortunately, tonight I won't be able to do a night raids, but I am gonna make an upload. Basically, a shout out for the results of this race to rush war. For Gilmer region. And before we get started, though, I'll do a post shout out. There's a guy named Derek Campbell that left a comment on one of my uploads. He said that he ended up pulling Red Alert Andrea, before she rode off into the sunset in her cowgirl outfit. He did a big pack. Didn't get her. Did a 10-pack, didn't get her, but was able to get her with some singles. Got her on a single pull. So shout out to Derek Campbell. Congrats on getting that Red Andrea. I really wish I could have got her during that time, but hopefully she does come back at a times 2, and maybe I'll get lucky then. But let's go ahead and get started. Yes, Race to Rush War is over. And thank God. I did not get to war the way I usually war. Though I did participate in a lot of battles. I just I mainly just went with my 4 world raid, or not raid, but war energy. And if I did get drops, sometimes I'd save the drop, the war can, or sometimes I'd use it. There's times I did save some for some important matches. Crucial matches going against, like PL, or some with Herschel's farm. But other than that, I just couldn't play the way I usually play. And I'm hoping that the next war I'll be able to do more, be able to upload more, because I didn't do a lot of uploads, mainly because how boring it would have been, boring just going through 4 war energies, and then you guys sitting there while I'm just waiting for it to recharge. 10-minute recharge for those war energies. But let's go ahead and get started. Enough of this. Let's go, and we'll talk about, give a shout out to the top 3. The top 3 of that won in this Race to Rush War. PL finished with a 3.5. Herschel's Farm finished second for the 2.5. And Nightwalkers finished at third at 2.3. Congrats to these guys. This is the top 3. A lot of activity. They regardless of the prizes, these guys, they just warred. They went out and had fun, and kudos to them. Congrats on them for winning in the top 3. And that's the thing, though. I want to go back on. Want to talk about. I did do the overview, and it was very basically a lot of negative things that I said, and it's just. And again, I'll say, like I always say, it's just how I felt, in my opinion. And obviously, a lot of people will not view the prizes the same way I view them. And it doesn't mean that what I said or how I feel about it is the right. Right is correct. A lot of people will think different, the opposite. And that's okay. Some people, they just went out and just did the normal thing, had fun during this weekend. And that's awesome. That's cool, because that's the main goal when it comes to games. This game, any other game, you play the games to have fun. Some people, though, they, like myself this past weekend, just it wasn't as fun as it usually is. But that's more of a personal thing with me and Scopely. I guess how I feel with Scopely. Some people just don't let it affect them, and that's fine, and that's cool. So yeah, congrats to those guys, and awesome job on those people that participated and did their faction proud. And yeah, congrats to these guys. These especially this top three. So yeah, and you know what? Let's go down the list. We'll go with the top. Talk about the top 10. Fourth was Walkers. My faction. Fifth was Rebel Society. Sixth was New Walker's Order, and then seventh was Dirty 30. Eighth was the Elite. Ninth was Iron Vengeance, and 10th was the Asylum. And we'll go down this list, because just in case, there are some people watching this from Glimmer, show your faction right here in my upload. Yeah, we go down this list. We'll go through the top 50. Go through this top 50, and if you see your faction, cool. Like I said, this is mainly a shout out to a lot of, basically Glimmer region and all the factions that went through this war, and like I said, it's war weekend. War is always a good thing. And yeah, unfortunately I let, the prizes affect me too much, where I couldn't really have that much, as much fun as I usually do during war weekend. But yeah, like I said, that's more of a personal thing with me and Scopely. And hopefully next war will be a lot better. And yeah, eyeballs and very special forces, yeah, these names these names of these factions, man. But yeah, it's but these are the winners, of the war, the top three right now. My faction, we finished in fourth. Before this war started, we decided which bracket was what we wanted, and we end up getting those. A lot of people wanted that, 5-star tokens, because some of them were close to doing. They're close to doing that first pull. I already did my first pull, and you guys saw the results of mine. Hopefully, those guys are gonna vote. Hopefully, for you guys, if you guys do your first pull, yeah, I wish you the best of luck, and I hope you don't get that yellow ring. And yeah, also during this war weekend, I did have a conversation with someone, Lyle from PL. We did have a conversation about these war prizes, how we viewed it, how had a conversation about how he goes about when it comes to war weekend. And he a lot of things he told me, I feel the same way. He basically wars for the competition. He wars to have fun, to play with his friends, his faction members, and just go, just play just for the fun of it. And that's how I feel too when it comes to war. And as far as the prizes go, they're not that important to him. His roster is pretty similar to mine, and at the same time, he mainly goes for the prizes for whatever his faction decides. If his faction wants a certain bracket, wants to go for first or goes for second, go for third, yeah, he'll do what he can to provide, participate and contribute to, in order to get to that bracket. And the same thing with me. As far as me, this past weekend, I told myself, I wasn't going to spend, but if my faction had decided to go for any of the brackets, that's what I would have went. Even so, I would have had to spend. Like I said, you go to war, mainly for your faction. And yeah, just I guess I'm doing a shout out for him, because I really liked what he had to say. And like I said, I did, lately I've been talking to a lot of people, from the in Glimmer region. A lot of people talk to me, because some of them, they do watch my uploads. And it's yeah, to those guys that actually message me, yay, thank you. I appreciate the kind words that you guys say to me. And yeah, I'm hoping that these uploads are and I know that sometimes I do my night raids, and yeah, it does it does showcase some people's matches, well, their teams. And if I do say something, a lot of times I just joke around. And there's nothing, I really have nothing against anybody. If anything, I get along with a lot of people. And if I do say something about your team, like I said, it's all about jokes. I'm just trying to say something amusing. And yeah, but yeah, what else I want to talk about before we end this upload? Yeah. We did get a response from Alex from Scopely forums. With them trying, I guess, explaining why we received the prizes, the caliber of prizes lately in war. Why we've been getting the 66 AP. And I'm not gonna read the whole entire response or what they post, what Alex posted, but there's one part, one sentence that really stood out to me that I guess I felt was really BS. And that was I guess some in his response there was one sentence that said the reason why they're giving out the prizes that they are giving out. They said something along the lines that they're trying to manage the power creep. Yeah, they're trying to balance. They're trying to make sure they maintain balance. Yeah, putting out red alert, Andrea in the Premier Recruits, or Romanov, really is managing power creep. And they said that when they give out these 5 stars, the main reason why they give them out, or they're not that great, like some of the past war prizes, the reason why they're not as great as the Premier Recruits is because they don't want the war prizes to make your current roster, I guess, less powerful or less relevant. Okay, but and that's another thing that I call BS, and I call a lot of crap, because if that's a fact, you know what? Then if you don't want the war prizes to make our current rosters less powerful or less relevant, why does Scopely keep putting out, all these new, powerful 5 stars? That like I said, these last war prizes, like second and third, for example, Darius and Carly. If you compare them to the 5 stars that's been put out by Scopely in the Premier Recruits for the last, let's say, 2 months, yeah, they are less powerful and less relevant compared to those 5 stars. But yeah, like that was the response, that Alex gave. Whether or not it really truly came from him, or it was just something that I guess the development team had him say. Yeah, it's to me, yeah, whatever. It doesn't answer nothing, and it doesn't. It's just full of excuses. A lot of BS, a lot of a lot of things that they said that didn't make any sense. Yeah, managing the power creep. Okay, Scopely. But yeah, the only thing I can say is with them responding, hopefully that a lot of people complained enough where that the next event that does come up, I hope that the complaints kind of like, I don't know, maybe woke up Scopely, making them realize that there are a lot of unhappy players, a lot of people that were unhappy with this, because you guys have to understand also, this is we're still in the 1-year anniversary, string of events. This war was the only war we're getting in this 1-year anniversary, and I think that was the thing that made me upset, or made me have to vent, in my war overview, is because this was the only war that was going to be in the 1-year anniversary. And I said before, it's supposed to be a celebration. It's supposed to be a Scopely giving thanks to us. And I'm just hoping, because of the complaints that were given, or I guess the feedback and the suggestions given to Scopely, that the next event, and I think the next event should be a solo level up, if not a faction level up. Who knows? They've been doing a lot of crazy stuff, like solo raid every week. So who knows? Hopefully, just whatever event they put out next, that it actually will offer some good prizes for us. Like I said, we'll see. But this is all I got. The only new thing that came out was that roadmap. The new roadmap with the new Sandy. The new Sandy is supposed to, I guess, it's going to be the new Premier Recruit that's going to be available soon. I haven't started the roadmap yet. I do want to check her out. I believe she's a red alert card. But yeah, that's the only thing that's new that came out. There's just no events going on yet. Like I said, maybe one will pop up tomorrow. But yeah, that's all I have for tonight. Just some random talk, and a shout out to Glimmer. The winners of the race to rush race to rush war. Yeah, for Glimmer region. And to the people watching this, my subscribers, with your, and shout out to you, I guess shout out to you guys in your war. Hopefully you guys had fun this past weekend. War is our main event when it comes to this game, and if you guys went all out and had fun and just kept playing, played war the way you usually do, hey, that's awesome. That's awesome to hear, and I hope you guys got the results that you wanted in this from this war. And yeah, maybe tomorrow I'll do some night raids or do something. But like I said, I just end of summer. My kids, they only have a few days left, actually a week left before school starts. So I do want to spend time with them as much as I can and do some stuff with them before school starts. But yeah, that's all I got for tonight. And so to my new subscribers, my current ones, and my old ones has been there for a while. Yeah, I really appreciate you guys, and I apologize again for I guess the less frequent uploads that I've been, as of late. Just I got a lot of things going on outside this game, and like I mentioned before, I'm trying to come up with a balance, and yeah, summer's almost ending, and yeah, I got other things, I guess more important things to take care of, but I will try to do some more night raids whenever I can. But yeah, that's all I got for this upload right now. And something comes up new, events, yeah, I'll be sure to do uploads for them. But that's all I got, so I'll see you guys again later. All right, bye.